Alright, so I got the rest of these lithium polymer cells. There is 5 of them here. You can't see it because I have this watt meter taped to the top. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They claim to be 9,800 milliamps each, so almost 10 amp hours, which is a total lie. I kind of knew it buying into it. I thought maybe they're close to about 5 or 6, but they're more like 4, maybe 5. I haven't yet fully charged it yet. I've charged it to about 12.4 volts, 12.45 volts, not 12.6 quite yet. I'm waiting for my iMax V6 to come in to charge them properly. Right now I'm just keeping an eye on it and watching the voltage on here. But for the size and weight, they store a ton of power. Like, you can't even compare these to a lead acid battery for the size and weight. But for what I paid for them, I don't know. I feel like I paid too much, and so I requested a refund. And I'm talking to the seller. I'm trying to get him to send me a couple more of these for free to make up for the milliamp hour lie that they stated. Let's see if that'll happen. Probably not. I paid, I think total shipped for these cells, all 5 of them, was like something crazy, like $180 or something stupid like that. But the problem is, from the pictures, I thought these cells were quite a bit bigger. If I knew they're this small, I would have known that they weren't a 10-hour pack, because look how small that is. Like, seriously. Anyways, so kind of got ripped off on these. I'm charging at, I have this charger charging, the 6 amp charger. It's showing between 6 and 7 amps. I got that one on the 2 amp setting, so I got a total of 8 amps going to 5 batteries. I cut all the ends off. We have 4 wires coming out, 2 positives, 2 negatives. They had like an output wire and an input charging wire. But they are the smallest gauge. Like, they're so small, you can't pull any current through them. So what I did is I paralleled them, so I got double the thickness in wire out of each battery. So I have 10 of these tiny wires, 10 positive, 10 negative, and they actually have quite a bit of copper all spooled together at the end. And then I go from there into my watt meter, and I am able to pull decent current through it. I was pulling 12 amps continuous through here, through this inverter, running this 100 watt light bulb, and it ran it for, I was running for quite a bit over an hour, and it still had 11 volts under load. When I unloaded, it was like 11.3 or something like that. It says that these will run down to 10 volts. 12.6 volts to 10 volts is their operating voltage, which is perfect because this cuts out at 10 volts, and most inverters cut out a little higher than 10 volts. So this is, I would say this weighs maybe 4 pounds, something like that. I would have liked more of them, or at least a bigger size of that battery, because I want to put it in here and make a sweet battery case. But it's more like a 20 amp hour to 25 amp hour pack at the best. 25 amp hours, 20 amp hours for sure. But they do alright. I'm still happy with it, just because it's about the size of a 10 amp hour lead acid battery, which you can only pull 5 amp hours out of a lead acid battery that's 10 amp hours, unless you want to damage it, and then you can go a little further. So I can pull a full 20 amp hours out of this pack without damaging it. So it's still equal to about a 40 amp hour battery, which is nice. And it's tiny, like a 40 amp hour. I'll show you a 35 amp hour battery right here. Here's the size of my hand. Here's a 35 amp hour battery. It's pretty tall. And then, like, here's the size of this. And the 35 amp hour battery stands about that much taller, and it's about this much wider. So you can see the difference. Then this has more usable capacity. Like you could take 20 amp hours out of a 35 amp hour battery, but that is pushing it. And this will deliver the same power. The only thing this can't do is a large surge. So say I wanted to hook this up to an inverter larger than 250 watts. I don't think this would output more than 250 watts just because it has a circuit board. These all have circuit boards, and they will trip if overloaded. So yeah, that's what I found out about these. I've been testing them thoroughly, watching the amp hour count on this, and I am impressed with the size and amp hours of this pack and how small it is, but what I'm not impressed is the actual size of the batteries that were sent to me. They seem a lot smaller than the pictures. I was expecting bigger, and I was expecting to get at least 6 or 7 amp hour packs, not half that, which is a little sad, but I mean, that's what eBay is like. It's too bad they're allowed to do that. And I can't wait to finish my pack. Thanks for watching, guys.